Luton Town's Kenilworth Road will be the next location on Pep Guardiola and his students' journey to defend their FA Cup title. There is no need to give too many comparative statistics. Most enthusiastic spectators of this sport understand that Man City is the team that is considered superior in every aspect. Even the confrontation with Luton Town is considered the last leisurely minutes before the citizen enters the upcoming thorny race, as well as defending the great treble achievement they achieved last season. However, that does not mean Luton Town is a weak team, especially on their home field. At Kenilworth Road, the team that just set foot on the highest playground in England for the first time always shows that they have never wavered before any opponent, even if they are big players like Chelsea or Man City, United, Liverpool, Arsenal. Remember, more than 2 months ago, Coach Pep Guardiola's students almost admitted defeat at their opponent's home field. Luton Town opened the scoring first, and without the shining moments of Bernardo Silva or Jack Grealish, it would be unknown what would have happened to Man City. That is also the support for the home team's players to raise expectations for a seismic shift that will turn Man City into the former king today. On the contrary, it also brings a worry to the 17-match unbeaten streak, or more accurately, the hope of successfully defending the treble of Pep Guardiola and his team. But the doubts of the citizen fans quickly disappeared as soon as the first match had just passed a few minutes. Still, the familiar way of entering the game and imposing a position from Man City. And right from the 3rd minute, they soon found a goal thanks to Erling Haaland. Originating from Bernardo Silva's pass down the line to Kevin De Bruyne, the Belgian midfielder immediately made a cross inside for Haaland to score a shot that hit Tim Krul's net, causing it to vibrate. The goals of the away team's players made all the fans feel like it was a pre-programmed phase. Look at the way KDB always sees Haaland, or vice versa. The way the Norwegian striker always moves to the right position to catch the pass, as if this duo has played together for a long time. And as we know, whenever Kevin finds Haaland, there is only one result, which is a goal for Man City. Having an early advantage, Man City shows no signs that they will stop, but instead, what fans will see will still be a better match in terms of ball control, created from the away team. To be fair, we still have to praise the playing spirit of Luton Town's players because even in front of a smoothly operating team of Pep Guardiola, they still dared to boldly push their squad up and find opportunities. Opportunity to respond strongly. Just 3 minutes after receiving the goal, Carlton Morris made citizen fans' hearts skip a beat with a dangerous cut, and then a dangerous loss of the ball right in front of the goal by Kyle Walker. But luckily for Man City, the striker wearing shirt number 9 did not take advantage of the opportunities. And then, with less than half of the first half remaining, the defending champions found a goal to double the gap, and the scorer was none other than Erling Haaland. Once again, script Kevin De Bruyne got the ball, and Haaland started moving again. But this time, it was more special in that it was Haaland who had an exemplary fight to create a wall for De Bruyne. Then he immediately turned around like an arrow, rushing straight towards the opponent's goal, received KDB's pass, and then made a decisive shot, sending the ball into the net. All of the most typical qualities of a striker seem to have been demonstrated by Haaland in the last phase, from strength, speed, and agility to finishing ability. Looking at the way Pep Guardiola celebrated, you can understand why Erling Haaland is always considered the sharpest weapon of this team. Man City's goal to increase the score to 2-0 seemed to put Luton Town in a situation where they had nothing to lose, and forced them to rush forward in search of a goal to hold on to the hope of turning the situation around. But the higher they push their formation, the greater the space behind their defense becomes. The home team's reckless move caused Tim Krul's wooden frame to be put into an alarming situation many times. And even without this goalkeeper's outstanding reflexes, Luton Town would have had to concede a few more goals. And when the clock ticked to the 40th minute, whatever happened had to happen. After countless opportunities were created, Man City's duo found what they needed. While Erling Haaland completed a hat-trick of goals in the first half, KDB also had a hat-trick of assists. The Belgian classy passing, Haaland's speed, agility, ability to glide, and delicate finishing were the factors that formed the 3rd goal. Although there was also a pause to determine whether the Norwegian striker was in an offside situation or not, in the end, it was still a valid goal. When many people thought that Luton Town had given up, Jordan suddenly flashed with a perfect long-range shot that made goalkeeper Ortega stand still and watch the ball fly into the net. Maybe for the Citizen fans, it was just an honorable goal that Luton Town deserved thanks to their brave spirit. But for the home team players, it was nothing more than a glimmer of light for them to cherish the hope of creating a miracle before the break. Entering the second half, there was still dominance from Man City, but real errors appeared. In the 52nd minute, in a phase where City's defensive players handled the ball poorly, the ball found Jordan Clark's position and the striker did not miss the opportunity to shorten the score to 1 goal. But the smile on the lips of Luton fans did not last too long, because only 3 minutes later, Erling Haaland confirmed that Kenilworth Road was no longer Luton Town's mecca. Instead, it was the stage for his own show. Starting from Kyle Walker's beautiful cross-line pass with the outside cheek, KDB continued to run down to receive the ball and assist Haaland to score into an empty net. Why is Man City so cruel to Luton Town? It's as if they are torturing the opponent's spirit by indirectly giving them hope and then extinguishing it immediately afterward. And also, 3 minutes later, the match was truly over. For Luton, the moment Erling Haaland completed his repoker after an assist from Bernardo Silva. Please someone stop Erling Haaland and his rage. Just looking at Tim Krul's harsh face is enough to understand what kind of obsession Haaland has brought to him. It seems there is nothing left to describe the top performance of Man City's most fearsome goal-scoring machine today. In the remaining minutes, Man City had one more goal to set Mateo Kovacic's score 6-2, and perhaps that was enough for Man City to be satisfied with their match day. Not only is this an absolutely overwhelming victory that helps them move forward on the road to defending their throne in the FA Cup arena, but through it, Pep Guardiola and his team also want to send a strong message that when their striker, if they play well, they will be an invincible team in the sprint phase and will be ready to level all obstacles that stand in their way. For Haaland, the disappointed look on his face after the match against Chelsea was gone, replaced by a bright smile with a commemorative ball in his hand. Even with KDB, since returning from injury, he has been an extremely high-quality addition to the Citizen. Today is the clearest proof of what he can contribute to Man City. And once again, as Jurgen Klopp said, the whole tournament will start to shake. Now let's find someone strong enough to stop both Haaland and KDB.